What's up, guys, on YouTube today? How are you guys today? How is the YouTube subscribers? Today, I want to talk about my HP printer I got a couple years back in 2011 for Christmas. This is a all-in-one printer, by the way. It does faxing, it does scanning, it does printing. It prints envelopes. It also has SD cards where you can read your SD cards off the printer without using your computer. You can also print from the printer itself with the SD card plugged into it. That's pretty kind of cool as well. It also has wireless technology. It also, you can send a fax and receive a fax to different companies. If you work with somebody, if you want to use this type of printer, that's totally fine. It also has an Ethernet jack as well on the back. It's pretty cool. The reason why I like this printer, it does double-sided. Say this is the front of the page, and this will be the back of the page. I can print on both sides of my printer. I really like that, and that actually somewhat saves me on paper, but not as much on ink. And that's the one thing I want to talk about today, is the $60 ink for this type of printer. I know some of you guys have printers, I know some of you guys don't have the printers and you don't want to spend the extra type of money and stuff like that on very expensive ink. This has the XL black ink, the normal style ink, the blue, the magenta, and the letter. It comes plus with 15 sheets of photo paper and plus 5 envelopes. This is a very good ink for this printer. It's 920. That's what this printer uses. Now you can also use the same type of ink in the small packages, like say you need your letter or your black or your magenta or your blue in separate cartridges. You can do that separate things. Now this is always separate cartridges, by the way. They're all single cartridges. Absolutely nice. But I understand not a lot of people want to spend that type of money. I can understand that because it can be quite frustrating if you own a printer. Trust me, I know, because I used to own a couple of printers in the past. But this is a good machine to use mostly every single day. Now, when you run out of your ink, what do? Well, you go to the store or online and order it, or you buy it from the store and put it in your printer. Okay, say if you run out of your blue, just grab a non-blue. But if you run out of all your colors, like most printers normally would do, is you would buy them all at the same time. That's what I do right here. It's the same type of ink, same type of style. Now, did you have a different version of this style ink? Do you have just the plain version of ink, the black and the colors, and you also have the XL ink and the black and also in the colors of the types of ink. But you have to make sure you get the 920 if you have this type of printer, like I have. But, yeah, what you do? What can you do? How can you save money? Now, if you want to save money, you can buy the individual packages of ink. You can do it that way, but that will probably be a little bit more expensive, like maybe $40 or less. I don't know. I may have to add it all up myself. The paper is a stinking hot deal. This is 500 sheets of paper. This is only 20 pounds of paper. This is actual HP's branded paper, but you can use any type of paper in this printer if the printer accepts the type of paper it wants to use. Now this paper here, it actually has the cutter lock function. This printer has cutter lock technology in it for the ink doesn't fade off of the paper. I don't know if the ink is water resistant, but I think it might be water resistant. I am not 100% sure. But that's just the way most of the paper can be. It's pretty nice. I really do like it. Very good unit. Now, every printer is going to be different, and every printer's ink is also different. Now, let's talk about the past printers I used to have. I used to have a Epson. I used to have a Kodak printer. Was a terrible printer when I first bought it. Was a terrible printer. Oh my god. I will talk that later on. I no longer have that printer because I replaced it with this one. But very nicely done, a very nicely machined, and I can do certain things on this printer I couldn't do on my own printers. Now, I understand spending $60 a pop for ink is overpriced. I know, I understand. But that's just the way ink is. For every inkjet printer you have out there today, we have the technology. We can invent a different style printer with maybe heat printing or some type of paper, or it can have crystals or something inside of it. It can be heated up and it can be heated from the printer, but you don't have that yet. I mean, you do have the technology, but this ink is always going to cost you more. The printers are always going to cost you more when you first buy it, but like I said, when you first buy the ink for your printer, look for the XL. You can also buy it in standard. If you want to buy it in standard, that's totally fine. But again, you're going to run out of your colors, you're going to run out of your black if you have just the stationary ink inside this printer. It's a pretty nice printer. Let's go ahead and open this up. But you guys can see it will come out of the unit. This is where my head is. This is where all my ink goes. This is where my black goes, my letter, my blue, and my magenta. The same color code is what's on the back of the box. You guys can see the same color code as what's on the front of the box. It goes black, letter, then blue, then magenta. Now, I have one black left in this. The 3 colors I replaced because I was completely out of ink for the colors. Every day I print, I always say to myself, like, I should go to the store and buy more ink for this beast of printer. It likes to eat a lot of ink. But hey, that's normal. That's normal for a printer. That's normal for all sorts of style printers. Now, it does have different ink, but this is the only ink it can use. The 920, the 920 XL, and the standard 920 standard ink, should I call it? Now, the paper is also different. But you can use any type of paper you want to use for your printer. Now, it's got to clean itself because this is one thing the printer normally automatically does. It adjusts the head and also cleans it as well. That's typically normal. And that's also a big problem for this printer, for any style printer, because it will actually waste some of the ink to clean the head itself. But that's typically normal. I don't much mind it, but it can be quite frustrating. Definitely if you spend at least over $60. Now, the reason why this was so overpriced was because you get the 15 sheets of photo paper and 5 envelopes. Now, if it didn't include the envelopes and it didn't include the 5 pages of photo paper, 15 photo pieces of paper, it would be less than that, but not always, because you always gotta look to see what you can find. I don't know, do you guys own any type of printers? Hey, that's good for you. If you don't, that's also better for you, because maybe you don't want a printer, maybe you don't want the aggravation of a printer and you have to go buy the paper and the ink and stuff. And I know that because it's kind of annoying. But that's typically life, and that's typically normal for any daily people, everyday people out there who owns a printer. But this is a nice machine. I really love the way it's designed. I love HP's design of all sorts of different things of the way of the unit works. And this is the top of the scannel or the fax. Over here is the scannel. Oh, there you guys, that's just the lid, that's the scannel top. And under here is just all where the thing happens and where the thing actually prints out. But that's all I'm going to be talking about today. I don't know any own discussion should I say about the printer itself. Is this printer a pretty good printer? I say yes, it's a very good printer. I give it a double thumbs up. If you guys are brand new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below, tell me what type of printer you have, and if you don't own a printer, that's cool. Please share. Peace out. Bye guys. We'll see you in the next vlog.